Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea. I'm back with another video. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now, I'm back to discuss this whole debacle that has been going on. Now, if I wasn't attacked so bad, I would have left this alone. If I wasn't being called a liar, if my integrity wasn't being called into question, and if my words weren't being manipulated, I would have left this alone. However, when you do something like that to me, because I'm a person of integrity and I value myself and my reputation, because that's all you have in this world, I'm not going to rest until I prove my point. Kind of like somebody else we know. You know, when you're being made out to be a liar, you're not going to stop until you prove that you're innocent, or that what you're saying wasn't a lie, that you're being made out to be a liar. And that don't sit well with me. So I have come back here tonight to prove that what we spoke about regarding this Tasha K Cardi B lawsuit was absolutely 100% accurate. It was not a lie. It was not fake documents, and it was correct. Okay, because in my video, I stated that the verdict, that the case was over. Now, when you are in a court of law, this is not reality TV. Okay, this is a court of law. A court of law. There are certain, and everybody, hello, I see you guys in the chat. Thank you, for being here. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you. Now, because I had to come through and show everybody that I have hair, and this is not a jerry curl. This is called having natural hair and being able to, I have naturally curly hair. So when I'm not blowed out, my shit is curly. So I'm sorry that some women don't know what their real hair looks like because they've worn weaves so much, or you've shaved off all your hair, so you don't know what, it's like to have hair. That's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? But to be attacked about I've been attacked about my hair. I've been attacked about, I was begging for super chats that I need money. I proved that wrong. Took you guys on my morning routine, walking into my office, showing that I have a job, that I make a good salary. Then I got, we don't need to see your everyday. We don't need to see how you living. Why not? You just told me I was broke. I was begging for super chats, that I have a jerry curl. But I'm supposed to just let that ride? Fuck no. You're not going to come out here and try to attack my character. I don't get down like that. My brand is built off of me and my character, my name. I'm out here reaching out to industry people. I interview celebrities. I'm working on a deal right now for someone to come on my channel. You're not going to, mess up my name because your name is fucked up. Just because you went out here and attacked every damn body and caught yourself defamation cases, you're not going to come out here and try to do that shit to me. So, yes, this is a lie. So you're not going to do that to me. Okay. I've been accused of being a liar. I've been accused of putting up fake receipts. So I'm here to prove my point. And when I get done with this, I'm not having no comments. I'm cutting off the comments. I'm not allowing anybody to comment. So I'm going to show you guys that Tasha K has lost this lawsuit, like I said, and she tried to manipulate my words. She sent all them damn demons over here trying to attack me. And I'm not, I'm not with that. Pisces Queen, you don't have to give me a super chat. I don't want a super chat. No super chats. I don't want them. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do it, do it. But I'm not going to direct you on how to do it, because I've been accused of begging for money, trying to get people to give me money. And that's not, I don't need money from anyone. I don't play with my name. So y'all not about to be out here trying to attack my character, say I'm broke, that I need money and all of this, because no ma'am. Now, I'm going to show, yes, babe, cases, because this isn't the only one. And there's more coming. I have people in my DM right now that are asking how they can sue Tasha K for libel, not defamation, libel. And that's a whole nother ball game. So, yeah. So on my last video, I'm going to take you guys back to that. I pulled out the clip. So basically what happened was, I stated that this case was over between Tasha K and Cardi B. Now, the reason that I said this is because I've been following this case from beginning to end. And then another thing, oh, sis, you just up here talking. Do you know how hard it is to get up here in front of a whole bunch of people, talk to a camera, and break down a lawsuit, to do comedic banter over paperwork, to explain lawsuits and got to read it and all this and still try to make it entertaining? That's not easy to do. So I'm just getting ready to tell you right now, this is going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of reading. So if this is not the type of video that you want to see, you need to leave right now, because it's going to be boring. It's going to be a lot of back and forth. It's going to be a lot of me showing slides, and it's going to require you to pay attention. So if you're not willing to pay attention, if you're not willing to sit still, then I suggest sit still. You need to leave. So I don't want to hear nobody in the chat saying, oh my God, you're talking too much, because this is a video for focus, attention, and it's going to be lengthy. So if everybody is agreeing with that, and if everybody understands what we're here to do, please show me some thumbs up in the comments. I don't want any super chats. I don't want any donations. I don't want nothing for this video. So don't send any. So if everybody is ready, I need to see thumbs up so we can get started and everybody understands what we're here to do. Because I'm here to clear my name, because I have exciting things to get on to this week. And I'm not covering this anymore because I told you what happened, and I told you that she won. All right? All right. So let's get it. So what we stated was, we stated that Cardi B basically won her lawsuit, because we've been covering this case from beginning to end. All right. And I know that everything that had to be submitted on Tasha K's end has already been submitted. She has answered her interrogatories, and she's turned in everything that's been requested to the best of her ability. She turned it in late, but she turned it in. And that's a whole nother story. We're going to get to that as well. So, So I stated, because when I, like I was up, I had just did another video, and I have a login to the court's website. I have an access code to the Pacers website. Now, Pacers is the only platform that you can go online and get official court documents. You can view them, you can print them out, because court records are public documents. They are public. They're for the public to read, look, research over, do whatever you want to do with them. They're for the public. Of course, you can't sell them, you can't duplicate them, you can't do all of that. But you can most certainly read them. You can go over them online with people, all of that. That is legal. It is not against the law. That is not practicing law. You are not practicing law when you are reading court documents and going over a court case with your subscribers. He did it anyway. He sent me a $5. I appreciate it, but don't send me any more money. All right. So, and Chris Carlton, if you are here, you are modded. I did mod you. And Auntie Nisi, you are modded as well. So if you're here, you are modded. I have been accused of practicing law illegally, that I'm up here trying to practice law. Reading court documents is not practicing law. It is legal to go over that and do, I researched that before I did this, okay? So basically, this part that Cardi B and Tasha K are at now in their lawsuit, it's the end. They have been at this for over 2 years, but maybe 2.5 years now, since 2018. and it's come to an end. All right. Deposition is done. The interrogatories, defendant, plaintiff, everything has been turned in. So much so that Cardi B's team felt as though they had a right to file a summary judgment. Now, when a summary judgment is entered into a lawsuit, that means that this is over with. It means the plaintiff or defendant, whoever it's entered on the behalf, that they just don't have any ways that they can answer. It's like, I've given you everything. Nothing else that I say is going to change where we're at. Okay? So Tasha has answered interrogatories. Some of it wasn't even completed. Some of it was half-assed. Some of it was duplicated answers. Some of it was Sean Davy Way, Armand Wiggins. They know about it. This person know. So we've seen the type of shit and the type of answers that she submitted. So Cardi B and her lawyer said, well, you know what? We're going to put a summary judgment into the judge asking that we might as well end this now. This is what we're asking for. We're asking that she take the videos down. And remember, it said, we're going to read it, that she take the videos down and that you rule on that. And then that will be the end of the case. When a summary judgment is entered and signed, there's no coming back. That's it. It's a judgment. It's done. There's no, okay, now I'm going to bring this and then they're going to overturn it. No. Now, you can always appeal a court case. You can, but who's going to appeal a defamation after they prove that they were lying and everything? Why would you appeal something that you just got caught lying in? But whatever. You do have a right to appeal. However, the first ruling would be you lost. So the summary judgment was actually filed back in December 2020, all right? And there was a court deadline to submit that of January 22nd, 2020, okay? Tasha K's lawyers were fervently trying to get the paperwork together, trying to put all this stuff together, and they were late. They asked for an extension, and this was the court's response. Now, bear with me because I have to find the paper. Sometimes, I got to find where they're at. So just give me a moment because I have to find, where I have them in the tab. So we're going to see what the judge's response was to Tasha K's team asking for an extension and more time to answer to the summary judgment. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. You guys bear with me. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of flipping around. It's going to be a lot of flipping around. You know what I think I can do? I think I might be able to do it like this. No, it's going to be a lot, guys. It's because I have a lot of tabs that I want to show you. So it's going to take me a long time to find this mess. I have them in order, but they are appearing different on the thing. So give me a second. I'm sorry. Oh, God. All right, we right here. No. All right, so this one. All right, so that one. Okay, so it's here it is. Boom. Okay. All right, I got it. So she asked for more time. and was response Okay, so you guys couldn't hear me when I was asking, could you hear me? You couldn't hear me. Okay. So here is the court clerk. We're going to talk about the seal, babe. You're jumping ahead. We're going to talk about the seal. All right. We're going to talk about the seal. See, this is the thing that, can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear? Somebody just said no sound. Can you hear? See, this is where we get caught up at because people start, doing all this and that. Lynn, can you guys hear me? All right. So I don't want you guys asking any questions about this case. I want you to follow along with me. Do not get people confused, okay? I want you guys to understand, yes, there was a seal, but I'm going to tell you what was sealed and what was asked to be sealed. We're going to get to that, okay? See, this is what I want you guys to understand. There are so many narratives being pushed out in YouTube, and I'm going to give you the entire breakdown of what is actually going on. And we're going to do it by court documents. We're not going to do it by YouTube court guessing or whatever. We're going to do it by common sense and reading the document. All right. So the summary judgment was filed by Cardi B and her lawyers back in December. The summary judgment was asking for, we read it, Cardi wanted the videos to be taken down, all of this. I don't know what in the summary judgment, it didn't have any type of monetary, anything mentioned. It just was stating that you got to take the videos down. You can't talk about Cardi, about her having HPV, herpes, the beer bottle up her private, and that she's a prostitute, and that she committed infidelity, and that your children's children, your peoples, all of y'all motherfuckers can't talk about Cardi B. All right. So Tasha's team had until January 22nd to answer to that proposed motion that was filed to the judge. That was entered by Cardi B, and that the judge is going to sign if he approved it, right? They had until January 22nd to answer. Well, Tasha's team felt like they were going to be late, all right? So on Tuesday, January 19th, the judge's court assistant, Sherry Lundy, she's the assistant to the judge. Here is the email right here. It says, hello, Judge Ray has reviewed the motion for extension of time to file a response to the motion for summary judgment, docket 108, which was not filed until Sunday, despite that the response to the motion for summary judgment is due Wednesday. He has also reviewed the plaintiff's response to the motion, which was filed a day later, yesterday, and he notes that the defendant has not yet had a chance to file a reply to the response. As we sit here today, January 19th, 2021, the judge does not expect to grant the motion, docket 108, which is the extension to file time to respond to the summary judgment. Hold on, I got a call real quick. All right. So the judge said, the assistant said, as we sit here today, January 19th, The judge, oh God, see how people just interrupt me? As we see here today, the judge does not expect to grant the motion, Doc 108. Doc 108 is Tasha's motion for extension of time to file a response to the motion for summary judgment. Okay? He does not expect to grant it. And he's giving as much notice as he can of his likely ruling so that you will have time to file your response to the motion for summary judgment. It is not reasonable for defendant, which is Tasha, to have filed the motion 3 days before the response is due. But to the extent the parties would like an additional 2 days to respond, which is the same amount of time that the motion has been pending before the judge. He will grant an extension until the end of day on Friday, January 22nd, in order for the defendant to file a response to the motion for summary judgment. Okay, so where we are right now is that Tasha and her lawyers were trying to find out if the judge would give them an extension on the summary judgment. He said no. You have until end of day, January 22nd, a Friday, which is the damn extent, the time anyway, to file your answer. Now, what usually happens when you don't file your response in time? What usually happens? So January 22nd comes and the motion was not filed. The motion was not filed or answered to, did not get answered to until January 25th. Now we see that in this document here. They were asking for more time, and I'm getting it, guys. Just be patient with me, because you know I got to do all of this. So here is them asking for more time, and they were stating they needed more time because it was a lot of paperwork, and they couldn't, they spent all weekend trying to get the paperwork together. We did another previous video on that, breaking down how they begged and they asked for more time. They needed more time to respond and all of that. And why did they need more time? Because it was just so much paperwork that they couldn't get it. So they stated that they did not turn it in until the 25th. So it says here, Miss Izamov and I worked unceasingly on Miss Kibi's response all of Saturday, the 23rd and the 24th. So what does that mean to you? Oh, the 22nd. Well, we didn't 23rd, 24th, we still working on it. When a judge issues a deadline, that is serious. Okay? That's serious. You have to respect the court's time. You have to respect deadlines. You cannot just state, oh, well, they told us, this and this and that, but we're working so hard that maybe he'll understand. And because it's a weekend, we'll just go ahead and submit it on Monday. Well, as you can see, the judgment was not entered on time. They state here that Miss Azamov and I worked unceasingly on Miss Kibi's response all of Saturday, 23rd and 24th. We did not leave our office until Miss Kibi's comprehensive response to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment and all the supporting materials were filed with court at 4:15 a.m. on Monday, January 25th, 2021. Essentially, Ms. Keeby's response was due at 11:59 on Friday, January 22nd, and it was submitted to the court at 4:15 Monday the 25th. I fully acknowledge that Ms. Keeby's response was submitted after the deadline prescribed by this court. However, it bears reiterating that Ms. Keeby's delay did not result from defense counsel intentional disregard of this court's orders, indifference toward the court's docket, or any other acts of bad faith. Ms. I and I made a mistake when we concluded that we could not. We made a mistake when we concluded that we could finish and file Ms. Keeby's comprehensive response by January 22nd. They stated that they spoke too soon in that email when they first answered. It says no sound. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear me? Somebody just said it's no sound. Lynn, can you guys hear? Okay. And so, like, when I flip the document back and forth, you might not be able to hear, but when you see my picture on this screen, you should be able to hear. Now, guys, come on. I don't want you guys to get confused. When I keep stopping and doing that, that's what makes the video, makes me be rambling. So, they were late. And so this document is them trying to convince the court as to why they were late. Okay. So it says, in an attempt to cure our mistake, Miss I and I worked through this whole weekend without leaving our office until we submitted Miss Keeby's comprehensive response along with all the supporting materials to the court. Our miscalculation regarding the amount of time we needed to fully prepare and submit the response was the sole cause of the delayed filing of Miss Keeby's response to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment. If Miss I and I had detected our impending catastrophe while the court was still available, we certainly would have tried to solve it at once, instead of potentially jeopardizing Ms. Keeby's claims and defenses. As filed, Ms. Keeby's response to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment, the brief opposing plaintiff's motion, the response to plaintiff's statement of material facts, and the statement of additional material fact consists of 95 pages. Ms. Keeby also submitted 81 pages of excerpts from deposition testimony and 110 pages of competent, admissible, documentary evidence, which was previously produced to plaintiff in discovery. Lastly, Ms. Keeby manually submitted 16 videos containing a total of 7 hours of footage, which were copied onto 3 discs and mailed to the court. Plaintiff was granted access to Ms. Keeby's manual filings via secure link that I emailed to plaintiff's counsel at 5:05 a.m. Monday, January 25th. I respectfully request that this court considers that Ms. Keeby has been involved in this litigation for almost 2 years, has fully and successfully participated in the discovery phase, and has submitted a thorough and comprehensive response supported by evidence showing that there are genuine disputes of material fact and that the court should deny plaintiff's motion for summary judgment. Additionally, I respectfully request that this court takes into account the sworn statements in this affidavit, as well as the affidavit of Ms. I, and undisputed evidence that the 2-day delay in filing to Ms. in filing Ms. Keeby's response to plaintiff's motion. Now, look at this. Now, all this time, right, we're talking about a motion for summary judgment, right? Now, this is Tasha's lawyers. They're stating here, I respectfully request that this court takes into account the sworn statements in this affidavit, as well as the affidavit of Ms. I, as undisputed evidence that the 2-day delay in filing Ms. Keeby's response to plaintiff's motion to suppress was the result of inexcusable neglect. Motion to suppress We're not talking about a motion to suppress. We're talking about a motion of summary judgment. Are these lawyers or are they teenagers writing this brief? Are they lawyers or are they paralegals or who are they? Now, in the middle of this response, instead of stating that they're answering a motion of summary judgment, they state they're answering a motion to suppress. They don't even know what shit they answering to. We're not here about a motion to suppress, boo. We're here about a motion of summary judgment. Damn, Tasha. Upon a thorough review of Ms. Keeby's motion for extension of time and all the attached supporting documents, the court can confidently rule that Ms. Keeby's delayed response did not result in any prejudice to the plaintiff. It did not have an impact on the judicial proceedings because the court was closed for the duration of Ms. Keeby's 2-day delay. It doesn't matter if it was the weekend and the court was closed. Your responsibility was to have your paperwork in by the 22nd and not no time later. And this is, you are to respect people's time. Who are you? You think because you're Tasha K that you're supposed to just put the paperwork in whenever you want? No. So what do you think happens when you're late filing a response to something? What do you think? So, all right, so I'm getting more paperwork together. So now they were late, okay? Now that was January 22nd, right? They were late, okay? So I'm getting the paperwork, guys. Just give me a second. I'm getting the paper. So now when I saw the court documents stating that the proposed order granting plaintiff's motion for summary judgment against defendant Keeby was entered into the docket, this wasn't there. This was not there. This paperwork was not there prior to January, wasn't there prior to February. It just all of a sudden popped up on February 8th. I wonder why would this order for summary judgment, this is the actual motion, not the packet that was initially, which I'm going to show you. This is the actual motion that the judge is going to sign. The actual packet that the plaintiff gave to the judge asking for this motion to be granted was something totally different. Okay? Now I'm going to show you that. All right. So all of these, I'm going to show you all these tabs. These are all the documents that Tasha, she submitted in her answers to Cardi B's, all of her, Cardi video 1, Cardi video 10, Cardi video 1,000, Cardi video this, Cardi video that. All of those have been answered to. Okay? Everything. It's been turned in. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Tasha's answers to second set of requests for admission to defendant Latasha Transrini. These are all of her, answers to the interrogatories and, all of that. It's so many fucking. And then it's so many tabs, y'all. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to paint the picture. And then here goes her. Here's her first set of answers. There's more. And then here is Cardi entering in her videos that Tasha made about her. Cardi has entered in Cardi video number 4, Cardi video number 6, Cardi video number 7, Cardi video number 16, Cardi video 20, 21. These are exhibits that are being entered into with this summary judgment. So when you file this summary judgment, you're painting a story, you're painting a picture. You're stating that I've asked for all of this, I have asked her to remove this. This is proof that she stated I had HPV, herpes, all of this. So where are we at, Judge? She hasn't shown any proof that she can prove that I have herpes, that I have HPV, that I committed adultery, that I am a prostitute. She also dropped her counterclaim that I was committed slander, that I'm. So if she cannot prove that, we don't need to be here no more. We need to just issue this summary judgment and we need to be done with it. Well, honey, because Tasha was late, because she has answered all she can answer, her lawyers turned in the summary judgment late. They turned in all the responses late. They're getting ready to rule on that summary judgment. There is no, once I do a summary judgment, I'm going to come back from this. There's going to be a ruling on that summary judgment. More than likely, there's no coming back from that. Where can you come back from? And you remember, I stated that the summary judgment had 21 to 30 days before it was going to be executed. Remember I said that? And I'll show that here. I just found it and I just talked about it as soon as I found it. I have been reporting on this ever since I found these court documents. I believe she has 21 days from like 21 or 30 days to get everything down. I believe there's a time limit. 21, 30 days. I believe there's a time limit. Did not say that the court case was over. Did not say that that's it. I stated they had 21 to 30 days probably to implement it, Now, my banter and my comedic talking shit like, bitch, you lost. This case is over. Fucking right. It's over. You cannot come back from a summary judgment. You can't. You cannot come back from that. Normally, the judge is going to either sign that or something similar to it. My lawyer also addressed that. The reason why this summary judgment was not signed by the judge yet, it hadn't reached his chambers yet. This is the document that's going to be presented in 21 to 31 days, that's going to be signed, that they're going to deal with at that time. And what magically popped up on the court website 2 days later? A fucking date of March 3rd to rule on the summary judgment. Want to see that? No, that's not that. Getting it. No, it's not that one. I believe it's this one. No, not that one. I think these documents is moving around on me on their own. Boom. Right here. Right here. What popped up 2 days later after I did that damn video? Hearing, notice of hearing. Now, notice is hereby given that the court schedules a hearing to be conducted via Zoom video on the motion for summary judgment. In this case, for Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. What did I say? You just seen me say it in that video. I believe 21 to 31 days. Everybody understood what it is I was talking about. They understood that the summary judgment was entered and that they would have time to rule on it and to implement it and to bring it into fruition. Did I not say 21 to 31 days? Oh, but everybody's argument is this. This is what their argument is. Everyone's argument is this. I'll show you this. So you're not going to run through the streets and slander my name. You might like your name to be slandered, but I don't. I don't play that shit. You ain't going to run through the streets and slander my name. Here's the summary judgment. Having considered the motion for summary judgment filed by plaintiff, just because this says proposed, of course it says proposed, because it's not signed yet. But this is the motion for summary judgment. The words are not going to change. The proposed is going to fall off. That's it. The words are not going to change because this is what Cardi and her team wants. And this is what was entered back in December, and you had a deadline of January 22nd, but you did not get it in until January the 25th. It was late, and you saw the email from the judge's court clerk that stated they were not going to grant an extension. And you still turned your paperwork in late. So what do you think is going to happen? What do you think happens when you turn in something late and you were told that it wasn't going to be late, that you can't have it in late? Now, I will state these words. There is always a chance that the judge could turn around and say, nope, I'm not doing this. Nope. But that's not going to happen. like my lawyer said, when you're at a time of summary judgment, this is not a usual motion. Summary judgments people don't just file a summary judgment. This is a summary judgment. Go read about it, research yourself. I would encourage you to do that. Summary judgment is, I'm entering this because this plaintiff has reason to believe that she's winning, she's won, because the defendant cannot turn in anything else to prove that I have HPV, herpes, that you stuck the beer bottle up your private, that you are a prostitute, and that you committed infidelity. You have to understand, Cardi B filed this court case against Tasha K for certain criteria. What is under this defamation is this: herpes, HPV, I am a prostitute, I committed infidelity, and I stuck a beer bottle in my vagina. That is the terms in the defamation. So Tasha had to prove that Cardi B had HPV, that she had herpes, that she stuck a beer bottle up her private, and that she committed adultery, and that she was a prostitute. Cardi B already took a herpes test, an HPV test. We saw that in the previous video. She turned in the results from UCLA that shows she tested negative for HPV, negative for herpes. So those are two right there that you cannot prove. How can you prove that she committed infidelity? Where's that at? You weren't there while she was fucking. You also weren't there. You admitted that the video of the person putting the beer bottle in their private was not Cardi B. In your deposition, you admitted that it wasn't her. We read that in the previous video when we went over the documents. So see, y'all can't fuck with me because I've been covering this case from beginning to end. I've read every piece of document that goes with this case. And it's common sense. I don't give a damn how many lawyers, paralegals, people that claim they work in law offices. I'm a law office person. I work in a law office. I don't care how many law offices come over here and be in the comments, chat, or whatever. When you file a summary judgment, you run your case. Tasha K cannot come back from this. She was pissed the fuck off that I found this document and that I put it on YouTube. And I told everybody first. It was an exclusive because it was first, because nobody else had it. That's what the word exclusive means. That it is being reported for the first time. No one else had it. No one else broke the story. I did. That's an exclusive. That's what the word exclusive means. Not making up a lie and being the first person to put the lie out on somebody like you did, to report a fucked up story. That's your exclusive. My exclusive is reporting the truth. I got the document because I have a login to the court website. And it is not illegal to have that. As a citizen of the United States and under the Constitution of the United States, freedom of press, freedom of speech, and these are public documents. I'm not telling a lie. I'm not committing defamation. I'm not committing a crime. And I am not practicing law. I'm reading the documents on the fucking computer in front of an audience, period. Now, the record is not signed, but it states the motion is granted as follows. Plaintiff is entitled to partial summary judgment on her claims for defamation per se. Counts 1 and 3. And this court finds a matter of law that Kibi is liable and that the plaintiff is entitled to injunctive relief. Plaintiff is entitled to partial summary judgment on her claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress, count 4, and this court finds a matter of law that Kibi's conduct was intentional or reckless, and extreme and outrageous. And the reason why this is partial, is entitled to partial summary judgment or her claim, because they're stating that on her claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress, not partial summary of judgment for the whole claim. It just says plaintiff is entitled to partial summary judgment on her claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress. And this court finds, as a matter of law, that Kibi's conduct was intentional and reckless and extreme and outrageous. Plaintiff is entitled to summary judgment on full summary judgment on each of Kibi's remaining counterclaims. So when it said partial, it was just talking about on the claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress, not partial case. See, so she tried to switch up the words. She tried to put it out there to the public that the partial of the case, we're still going to be hearing on some of the case. No. Plaintiff is entitled to partial summary judgment on her claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress, which is count 4. That's it. Everything else is granted. Period. Oh, you see that hair shape? Because I got inches. Period. Plaintiff is entitled to summary judgment on each of Kibi's remaining counterclaims. The court hereby permanently enjoins defendant Kibi and her partners, agents, representatives, successors, assignees, and employees, and any and all persons in active concern or participation with defendant Kibi and each of her executors, administrators, successors, licensees, assigns, subsidiaries, parents, affiliates, divisions, co-venturers, partners, officers, directors, employees, agents, shareholders, managers, representatives, consultants, and any and all other persons, corporations, or other entities acting under the supervision, direction, control, or in behalf of any of the foregoing and each of them from making, disseminating, broadcasting, or publishing any statements that the plaintiff has or has had herpes or HPV, that the plaintiff uses or has used cocaine, that the plaintiff engaged in a debasing act with a beer bottle, that the plaintiff committed infidelity, and that the plaintiff was or is a prostitute. The court further orders defendant Kibi to remove all of the defamatory statements from her online accounts. So this will be signed by the judge on March 3rd, 2021. 21 to 30 days, like I said. Now, I'm going to put this disclaimer. Just because I'm going to be nice and just because. No, I'm not going to put this disclaimer. She lost this fucking case unless an act of God, like my lawyer said, unless she's the coronavirus or she was dead or whatever, then they will overturn. But that's not going to happen because summary judgments are not entered unless you have proof to enter it. That's what my whole point is. This is not a regular motion. It's not an answer to an interrogatory. It's not an answer to the initial motion. It's not an answer to a complaint. It is a summary judgment. That is a serious entering of a motion. This is serious. This isn't something that you just do. You have to have substantial grounds to enter a summary judgment. You have to feel as though you have no other way to prove that this person has these things you said. How is Tasha going to be able to prove that Cardi got HPV, that she got fucking herpes, that she stuck a bottle up her private, that she committed adultery? The judge is going to sign this. And I stated in my video, 21 to 30 days, we heard that. And when is the damn court that date? It is dated for March 3rd at 9:30. Like the fuck I said, 21 to 30 days later. So I encourage everyone when you, and I wanted to also talk about, I almost forgot, because this is what another thing that they were saying. Tasha got granted. Judge granted Tasha's request. Judge granted Tasha's request to seal her documents. And these were the documents that she requested be sealed. She requested, so it states, order granting defendant Kibi's motion to file documents under seal. This matter having come before the court on the motion to file documents under seal filed by defendant Kibi based upon the court's review of Ms. Kibi's motion and the record, and for other good cause shown, it is hereby ordered that the clerk shall file the initial pleadings and supporting documents identified below under seal. Defendant Kibi's prior opposing plaintiff's motion to compel, declaration of Sadair Sabak, her lawyer, Exhibit 1, excerpts from 11/19/20 deposition, Exhibit 2, excerpts from 11/30 deposition, Exhibit 3, excerpts from 11/29/20 deposition of Sheikh Kibi. Such material shall remain under seal until this court orders otherwise. It is so ordered on this 11th day of February 2021. So that is what was granted. That was the order for things to be sealed. And give me one moment. I want to look at something. And I just want to check something out. Now, she also asked for her opposing plaintiff's motion for summary judgment. She just things that she opposed and things that exhibits. So I'm not sure if when the judge signs the summary judgment, what the verdict is, if they're going to seal it or not. And to me, she may be asking for that to be sealed so we don't get to see if it got signed. So see, that would leave it wide open, and it will be like it's sealed and we won't be able to see the signature. So she has asked for things to be sealed. I don't know if the actual, she's just saying her brief and supporting documents for summary judgment be sealed. I don't know if the actual verdict, the actual summary judgment, the copy that we looked at, I don't know if that's going to be sealed. Because if that's sealed, then we won't get to see it. So I don't have access to see sealed documents. Nobody does. Only the court and only the judge can see sealed documents. But child. So doesn't that look funny that right after I did the video, you asked for documents to be sealed. 21 to 31 days, like I said, there is a date for 3/3 on the summary judgment. Like I said that they would be executing the summary judgment on 21 to 30 days. And they now have a court date of 3/3. So I am not going to sit back and allow people to try to destroy my name. Of course, the fucking shit is not signed because it's not executed and it's not issued yet. That does not mean it is not the order of the court. That is going to go into effect on 3/3. There is nothing that can be done to overrule that. Once that is done, the case is over. Summary judgments are final. That ends the case. She can always appeal, but what can she appeal? You committed defamation. And that's the sad part, what I learned. I'm sorry. I was just reading. Kim Gaines said on March 3rd, oh wait, what is Kim saying? On March 3rd, they have the call watch party on Facebook, but a Zoom party on your site so everybody can see what's really happening, because that is pissing off that you're doing what you're doing. And she was just so stupid not to know that you can do Zoom, but she didn't want that. And she's upset and angry. So how about let's try to do a Zoom on March 3rd on that court case. I'm telling you, you actually can go and get the information on Zoom. Hey, I see. Right. That's what she's going to try to do. She's going to try to use the sealed documents to control the narrative. She's never going to admit that. That's exactly what she's going to do. That's exactly what she's going to try to do. But you guys, you see it here. That's what the order will be. You see it just because it's not signed by the judge. That is what the signed document will be. If this case continues to go on, it would mean that the judge did not issue that order. But a summary judgment, when you are at that level, there's no coming back from summary judgments. I am just using logical sense. Y'all, Tasha K people might want to try to think that Tasha K gonna beat this. She gonna spank this. She can come back from this. How can you come back from defamation? Answer me that. How can you approve that somebody had HPV, they had herpes, they were a prostitute, they committed adultery, they stuck a beer bottle, when you have already admitted in your deposition that it wasn't her in that video. Cardi has proved she don't got HPV and herpes. Why do y'all think that she goes off on Cardi B on social media? That's why she goes off, because she's trying to get it all out now, because when that shit is signed, she's not going to be able to mention Cardi B anymore. She's just trying to do that shit for her viewers, because she wants people to think she must be winning. She still talk about Cardi B. That's because that shit ain't signed yet. Well, once that shit gets signed, she gonna stop talking about Cardi B. Those videos are coming down. And I am not, excited that a black woman is being pulled down. What I am excited about is that this proves that you cannot go online. Because I'm going to tell y'all one thing. Let me find out somebody that docs me, put my information up, because y'all better than me, because I don't play that. I be seeing that shit going on, and y'all allow it. YouTube has a way where you can absolutely report someone for stalking, harassment, defamation, and all of that. So if I was lying, why am I not reported? Because I'm not lying. And public records are public records. I'm not using anything that is not for the public. That's number one. Number two, reading documents is not practicing law. I'm not practicing no fucking law. I'm reading some shit that is common fucking sense. And I know that a summary judgment is it. You can't come back from that. And then she says, oh, in the video, oh, she just said, this is just a paper saying, Judge, get that bitch to shut the fuck up. No, that is not just a paper saying, get that bitch to shut the fuck up. Stop trying to minimize the severity. It is an order by a judge, by a court, stating that you're going to take those videos down and you're going to stop defaming Cardi B, period. It is illegal to run around here making up lies about people and putting it on the internet. It is illegal to harass, to cyberbully anyone, period. You like that type of shit. You created that environment. We don't get down like that. Real women, queens, we don't do that. I might not like Cardi. I might not like Nicki. I might not like someone, but I'm not going to get up here and defame someone. And then they come running to me saying that I'm making up lies for clicks and views and that I'm begging for money. I don't beg for anything. I don't need a dime from anyone. I don't beg for anything. We were joking and I was playing around because I was the first person to show those documents. And I'm going to continue to speak the truth and I'm going to continue to show the documents. Period. Sweet Pea Diaries. Can you read? Go to Sweet Pea. Tasha K know I've been doing videos on her lawsuit. She knows I have been breaking down that case from beginning to end. She intentionally said that because she wanted these people to come bully me and thought that it was going to hurt me and I was going to backtrack and I was going to take the videos down and I was going to be scared. She knows that I am absolutely correct, that the paperwork is correct. Do you not think I didn't know that that shit wasn't signed yet? I knew that. I didn't have to show that piece if I was trying to lie. I knew exactly what was going on. I said it in my video. 21 to 30 days. And damn it, they now have a court date of 3/3. Bitch, you was late. You didn't get your paperwork in time. There's a penalty for that. Verdict. Verdict. That's why they're ruling on that. What do you think is going to happen? We read the email. The judge said no. 22nd is when you had time. You submitted it on the 25th. What do you think is going to happen? So there's nothing that Tasha can come back from, nothing she can gain. And y'all hoes are salty because she says she was wiping her ass with this lawsuit. She put it on her children that she was not losing this case. That is absolutely terrible that you would put something like that on your children, that you are not losing this case. Why would you put something on their life that you aren't losing this case? So you just cursed your children. You lost this case. So as I stated, This is not at all a way to, bring someone down or anything. It is just comedic banter. It is just, reporting on a YouTube blogger that is in the news. She says she's a celebrity, so I'm treating her like one. I'm talking about her. She's a celebrity. She's the queen of YouTube, and she's being sued by Cardi B. She says she was wiping her ass with the lawsuit, so we just want to see what she's wiping her ass. I just wanted to see. Doesn't look like you wiping your ass to me. Look like you lost, sis. You lost. But you're not even woman enough to say that. And I was woman enough to come to the people and say, well, if you guys thought that the case was over and I led you to believe that, that's on you. Because in my video, I said 21 to 30 days. And now there is a damn date of 3/3 on the summary judgment. There's just a way that they do things in court. There's a way that things are done. But Tasha is the queen of reality TV and, making a fuckery of real life that people believe her. Like, that isn't how real life works. That's not how real court cases go. There's no such thing as, judge, just sign this and make this bitch shut up. No, bitch. It is a motion from a judge. It is an order that you stop talking about Cardi B, your children, your children's children, the people you fuck with, the people that fuck with you, motherfuckers that might be thinking of fucking with you, motherfuckers that used to fuck with you, motherfuckers that might want to fuck with you, motherfuckers you might want to fuck with, motherfuckers that think they might want to do it and maybe they don't. Can't talk about Cardi B, bitch. So you just mad because I put it out there. Bitch, so what? Be a woman about it and say, I fucked up. You should just never have done it. You should have never had it. I should have never fucking interrogatories. That's what got me fucked up. I could have signed the fucking interrogatories. I didn't know how to fill the shit out. That's what got me fucked up. Fucking shit. Fucking shit. The fucking interrogatories. The fuck, what is this shit? What does this shit say? What is this shit? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is fucking herpes. I don't know. Yeah, it looked like it. Yeah, I thought that was her. I thought that was her. Shit, I just wanted that. Fucking 4 million views. Fucking, I'm just gonna put anything. Just put Sean Davey Wayne name on that shit. Put my name on that shit. They fucking know. They fucking know. They fucking know. Y'all not gonna fucking help me. Y'all not gonna fucking help me. I'm out. You fucking know. You fucking know. That bitch got herpes. Sean, you and Auntie Niecy, y'all know. Fucking bitch. Fucking shit. Fuck it. It's not my fault, Tasha. You want a war with me, girl. You don't want a war with me. I'm not your fucking enemy. Cardi B is not your fucking enemy. You just need to stop being the way you are. And why does everything have to be a battle? Why does everything have to be, it's us against them and me against you? We all fucking on YouTube. Like, that whole ego tripping that you be doing is getting you into these type of situations. There are more lawsuits coming down the pipe. It's people in my DMs. It's people in my fucking DMs wanting to preparing to do you in again, girl. And I'm not just saying that shit. I'm dead ass. And I asked them, could I talk about it? And they asked me not to. They asked me not to. So that's why I can't say anything about it. So, you guys, I just wanted to come through tonight. I just wanted to be able to try to at least clear my name, because my name is all I have. And I'll be damned if somebody gonna get up here and lie on me just because I reported the story first. The shit is we see it. March 3rd, the judge is going to implement and execute the summary judgment. That is what's going to happen. There is no way those videos are staying up. Everybody's like, my girl Tasha gonna spank that shit. How is she going to spank HPV, herpes, Somebody's already proven they don't have it. There's no way she's coming back. I understand y'all hardcore winos, but don't come fucking with me because she fucking did this to Cardi B. I have nothing to do with that shit. Nothing. I'm just reporting on it. Fuck. You did it. You did it. You should have backed down when it was offered to you to back down. But your ego, but I get it, bitch. Because them motherfucking winos, them bitches want blood. They want you to keep talking about fucked up shit. You got to create sensationalized story after story because you have spoiled them with all these fucked up stories and all this juicy ass details. Y'all talk about people's fucking personal life. Y'all be digging into the darkness of people's past. They fucked up shit they do. You created those monsters. You made them over there. So now you got to keep feeding them fucked up stories. So now you got to keep trying to find where can I get a fucked up story from to where now you're lying. You did that. Instead of standing on integrity, being a real bitch and just covering stories. You done created these fucking monsters known as winos. The bitches want blood. They want juicy, nasty shit. And you're pressured to find it. So now you just lie. That's sad. That's a sad spot to be in. That's why I did not come out, bust out here on YouTube like that. I bust out here with who I am and, just being a real ass bitch. And I felt like if people wouldn't respect me for that, oh well. I don't want to be bothered with them. That's not the type of bitches I want around me. If it's some real bitches out there, they will find me. And that's who I do it for. So you guys, it's been real. I love you. I put the situation out there. It is what it is. This is what it is. I said it 21 to 31 days, 21 to 30 days. And now 3/3 is the date. That's what it is. Thank you, Miss K. Love you guys. It's been real. Y'all be sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff.